Board Chair Lehman, Superintendent Lunn, and school board members, my name is Sean O'Loughlin. I reside at 2998 John Quill Trail North in Lake Elmo, and I'm here tonight as a concerned parent and citizen after I recently became aware of a 125-foot Verizon wireless communication tower, commonly referred to as a cell tower or mast, to be placed on the site of the Oakland Junior High School in Lake Elmo. On May 6th, the Lake Elmo City Council approved a conditional use permit for this tower, and it's my understanding that this will soon be an item for consideration by this board to improve any subsequent contract or lease agreement with Verizon before construction can begin. If approved, the tower will be erected just in time for the start of school in the fall. My opinion, personal opinion, based on my own research, is that potentially harmful radio frequency radiation impacts on students and staff far outweigh the proposed financial benefit of approximately $1,000 per month per antenna that the school district expects in revenue. The official position by the Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, is that evidence is inconclusive that cell tower radiation has negative health and safety effects. Inconclusive is the operative word. This is vastly different than saying there is conclusive evidence of no negative health effects. Inconclusive is not enough, in my opinion, when it comes to children and staff of Oakland Junior High or any other school. Did you know that radiation standards for cell phone towers in the U.S. are some of the most lenient in the world? To the delight of the wireless industry, the FCC has deemed safe levels of RF emissions to be 5,000 to 10,000 times higher than the levels deemed safe by other countries. The U.S. government allows 580 to 1,000 microwatts per square centimeter. Compare our standards to the rest of the world. Australia tolerates no more than 200. Russia, Italy, and Canada only 10, China 6, Switzerland 4, Austria 0.1, and New Zealand only allowing 0.02 microwatts per square centimeter. While the FCC levels may ensure our tissues are not cooked, they fail to address long-term chronic exposure at low levels, or what is called non-thermal effect. Many countries other than the United States have banned or are in the process of banning the installation of cell towers within 1,500 feet of schools. Most emerging information regarding the adverse health impacts of RF emissions is being generated through expert studies conducted in countries outside the U.S. In my research, I found many examples of people taking action to ensure cell towers are not located near schools. 2008, Oregon School Board votes to ban cell phone towers on school property. 2009, Los Angeles Board of Education votes to prohibit cell towers near school. There's several others, but in the interest of time, I'll move on. My hope is that the board will do their own research and come to the same conclusion. In reviewing the Lake Elmo City Council materials dated May 6, I found no mention of exactly how far away the proposed tower will be from the school building. However, in the simulated photograph, you can see it's very close. There was more concern and questions raised about the appearance of the tower than about the potential negative health effects. I challenged the board to question the unseen in this case. Finally, on page 4 of the conditional use permit, the application notes radio frequency hazard analysis must address compliance with the most current FCC bulletin OET 65 radiation standard. I looked at this bulletin and found it to include detailed and complex calculations about RF radiation hazard analysis. The City of Lake Elmo requested the assistance of an outside firm, OWL Engineering and EMC Test Labs, to review the tower proposal and, among other things, conduct an RF radiation analysis. They determined the maximum level of RF radiation will be less than 10% of the FCC standards. To me, this is a worthless analysis. since the FCC allows, what they allow for exposure is too high. In addition, the data used to conduct the analysis was submitted by Verizon Communications.
Tom?
That's a conflict of interest in my field. At the end of the day, are we willing to put our children and staff's health at risk just so people don't have dropped cell phone calls, or that the district can generate a small amount of revenue? In closing, I urge the board to perform their own due diligence and come to the conclusion I did, that this cell tower has no place on or near school grounds. Thank you.
Thank you.